What is going on, people of Earth? What is going on, comic book community? It is TJ, aka Flash by Night, and we are back here with another Transformers Tuesday. And so we are going to check out issue number 4 of Marvel's Transformers. So when we left off of issue number 3, the Decepticons had managed to get Sparkplug Witwicky to help them convert regular Earth fuel to the fuel that the Transformers need to survive and operate on. So they basically won the first battle in the war for energy that I assume is going to take place for a good bit of the Transformers book. And so where we start off at is actually a surprising place. We start off with a GoBots advertisement, but B, we also start off with Huffer of the Autobots being angry because helping out the humans so far has gotten Bumblebee hurt, has gotten Gears hurt, and the straw that broke the camel's back was Sparkplug helping out the Decepticons, even though being forced, helping out the Decepticons to create the fuel they need, while the Autobots are desperately in need of fuel, but they don't have the resources. And what you have is Huffer basically making the argument that the Autobots should just leave Earth. Basically, Autobots have A, left Cybertron unattended, and B, the humans seem to not only be helpless and I guess kind of beneath him, but also they are, in his eyes, traitorous. And so Huffer doesn't think they should stick around, but Optimus Prime, you know, being who he is, makes the argument that they brought the war to Earth. They brought the Decepticons to Earth, so they have to stand up and fight and defend the humans like they should. He's Optimus Prime, as we all know. We also have Sparkplug basically in the worst possible time having a heart attack, and so Ratchet and Buster end up having to take him to the hospital. So one thing Huffer does do and does alert Optimus to that doesn't involve his emotions is that he lets Optimus know that some activity happened in between the 4 million years since they crashed on Earth and they were activated by the Ark. Two things happened. A, I don't know if he was on the ship and got up early, but Shockwave is somewhere roaming around the Earth, unbeknownst to any of the Transformers. And B, the ship knew Shockwave was roaming the Earth and basically created the Dinobots. So this had to be like thousands and thousands, maybe millions of years ago. The Ark created the Dinobots from the preeminent life form at the time, which was dinosaurs, to go and hunt down Shockwave. Megatron, before we get to the Decepticon story, Megatron makes this big flex. He probably just wants to show Earth who he is and who they're messing with, but he kind of goes outside, knowing the army is outside, and tells the army to take their best shot. And so they throw everything at him except the kitchen sink and nuclear weapons. And when the dust settles, Megatron is in one piece, not one scratch on him, and he walks back inside, I guess as to show the humans, you know, you're not just dealing with anybody. Like, it's an intimidation thing, which is pretty good with the Megatron character. And then we have him kind of checking on the troops, seeing who's healthy and who's not, and how long the repairs are going to take, because we know that the Decepticons do have fuel, the Autobots don't, and the Decepticons are going to strike at the Ark and try and get rid of the Autobots. point blank. So what Optimus Prime decides to do for he and his 4 best warriors, they have some kind of energy transference machine that kind of transfers the energy from the rest of the Autobots who are not going to fight into Optimus and these 4 other Autobots, so they can make their last stand. And you even see we get Optimus kind of losing an arm fighting Megatron. They are sorely outnumbered and have their backs against the wall, basically. And all of a sudden, when we think the Decepticons are going to win this fight, going to polish the Autobots off, for some reason, the Decepticons basically pass out from pain. And then we find out, as Optimus is standing over the fallen Decepticons, there's an explosion, and we get to see that Soundwave has come to the rescue to save the Decepticons. Or has he? No one knows yet. All I know is that issue number 4 of the Transformers was really fun. I said after issue number 3 that I knew the Transformers started off as a 4-part series, and if they were going to get extended, which they did, then issue number 4 would have to go out with a bang, and I believe they did that. So, tell me, what do you think about Transformers so far? What do you think Shockwave is up to, and what Shockwave is doing on Earth, skulking around? What happened to the Dinobots in that time? It's really interesting. I want to see for myself what happens with the Dinobots. I know the Dinobots make their first appearance in issue number 8, so I'm not sure what they do between now and then, but I guess we'll have to stick around, keep doing this, and find out. But I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you saw something you liked. If you did enjoy yourself, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you want to keep up with me keeping up with the Transformers, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Of course, feel free to leave comments. And as we always do at this time, love yourself, love others, and I will be back in a flash.